Hi everyone, my name is Amninder Kaur and I will be giving you guys today this demo of Active Inspire software on which you will be taking your classes. So how to get started with this Active Inspire software, what are the tools which are associated with software, this is what we are going to learn in today's session. So just stay tuned. So once you will download the Active Inspire software and you will calibrate it, what you will see is this icon. You can see over here this icon. This is the icon of Active Inspire software. So just click on to this icon. Okay, so here you can see. So this is the Active Inspire software. So this is the board on which you will be writing. So this is the board. Now once you will open it up, here we have actually used this green color. Whatsoever we are recording here, we are recording it on the green board. We are using several backgrounds as well. But once you will open it up for the very first time, this color is already set over here. You will not see this color. You will see white color. You will see the board like this. Okay, now you can see that this white color is so much reflecting. This is causing so much strain on your eyes. So we always advise all of you to change the color of the board. Generally we use the black color. So how you are going to change the color, let's have a look on to that. You can see this icon over here. This is the fill bucket. Okay, whatsoever the color you will choose from here, now you can fill it up. So what you need to do, just click on the icon, choose the color and fill it up. Now why I have chosen this black color, because all the colors, whether it's green, blue, red, orange, yellow, all these will be visible, clearly visible on this black color. Okay, moving on to the next tool. You can see over here there are various tools which are present and I will be teaching you guys how to use all these tools. Now to write, what you need whenever you are writing, you need a pen. So where is the pen tool? You can see over here, this is the pen tool. Once you will click onto this, you can see there is a square that comes onto this icon. So whenever an icon is selected, you will see this box over there. Let us suppose I have selected this. So you can see the box is shifted from pen tool to this. So now I am going to use the pen tool. I will select the color. Let me just take yellow. Okay. You can see these dots over here. These dots will help you to increase the thickness of the pen. So you can see right now we have chosen the very first dot. So this is the thickness. The thickness has increased more and more. So to write in the classroom, to teach, we generally use or keep the pen to the first point. Or you can increase its thickness from here also. But we don't do that. We generally keep it to the first point only because it is easily readable. Let me just write down over here something for you guys. So you can see. Okay. So it's easily readable. It's not too much thick, not too much thin. So always keep the pointer onto the first point. Okay. So from here you can change the colors. This is another color. So whatsoever you want to write, you can write with the help of the pen tool. Now there is one tip that I want to give you guys while using this pen tool. See, you are writing. We are working on this digital board. So this is touch sensitive board. If you will hold the pen too near, or if you hold the stylus, this is a stylus with the help of which you are writing on the board. So if you just hold it too near from the tip, you will see that it will cause the stray marks over there. So there is no need to hold the pen too close to the tip. You can hold it like this so that your fingers should not touch the board. Okay, so there should not be any contact between your fingers and the board, so that there are no stray marks that will be formed, because that are going to make your board work a bit of messy. Okay, moving on to the next tool. Now again talking about the writing, it is very difficult to write onto a plain board. You might have observed that whenever you are given the pen, you are writing on the whiteboard with the help of the marker. It is so much difficult to write on a plain sheet or plain board. So to help you out with that, we have one more option over here. You can see over here, this is grid. Okay, so what we are going to do is we will make grid. How you will make that? We have so many options over here. So first of all, I'll make the grid visible. Color of the grid I will change. Definitely if I'll choose the color of the grid to be black, it will not be visible on black. So you can change it to white or to yellow also. So once it will be visible. Now these are the solid lines. If you don't want solid lines, you can use the dotted lines also. Okay. So we can use dots or the dotted lines. Okay. And direction you can also choose whether you want vertical and horizontal both, or only x-axis or only y-axis. Okay. So you can choose the, let us suppose, solid line in the horizontal direction as well. So with the help of these things which are mentioned over here, you can change the pattern of the grid which will be visible. So first of all, you need to click onto this visible part so that it will become visible. Once you will click onto this again, it becomes invisible. Okay. So visible, you need to change the pattern whatsoever is required for your class. You can change it accordingly and then you can start working on the same. So generally for our classes, we keep it to dotted lines. Okay. So dotted lines, and that too both xy. It's up to you whether you want only horizontal, you can do that as well. Now with the help of this, you will be able to write properly. How? You can see I have selected the pen tool again. Let me just take the color. Now you can see with the help of this line, your writing will become much more clear, because now you are considering this line to be the baseline and you are using the thickness of the grid to write the words. So if you think that your writing is not too much good on the board, you can practice a bit, and then how you will be practicing? You will be practicing by keeping this as the base and start writing. Okay. So this is all about the pen tool and the grid. Now whatsoever I have written on the board, these are called annotations. And here we have one tool. You can see over here, this is the tool to clear all the annotations. It means whatsoever you have written on the board with the help of stylus, with the help of pen tool, you can erase it. So see, I have erased all the things. Okay. So I hope that's clear. So just select the pen tool, write something. Let us suppose I don't like whatsoever I have written here with the help of this pen tool. This E is so much dramatic. I have written the incorrect word over here. Now to rub this off, it's not always necessary that you will use this annotation clearance tool. If you will click on this, all the things will be gone and you may not be required that. So here we were. What I can do is, if I just use this eraser tool, this is the eraser tool. Now if I try to use this eraser tool, you can see it might be possible that it will not work on a single letter that you want to remove. It will work on the adjacent letter as well. You can change the thickness of eraser as well. So instead of using this, what we generally do over here is, we use the redo and undo tool. You can see these two arrows over here. This is for redo and this one is for undo. Redo and undo. Okay. So let us suppose I want to write something. I have written with the help of pen tool. I have written over here the word physics. Okay. Now I want to write this S more properly, or I have written something which is not clear. So I can just undo. So whatsoever you have written, the last word, that will get undo. Okay. So you can see here I have written the word physics and the last S is now removed. So I can write it properly. Okay. So instead of using in the class the eraser tool, you are free to use if you want, but avoid using it because it might be possible once you will use the eraser tool. I just want to remove S, but you can see C is also gets removed with that. Okay. So instead of using it, it would be much more better for you if you will use the undo tool. Okay. So I hope this is clear to you. We have learnt how to use the pen tool, how to use the fill tool, how to make the grid, how to use the eraser as well as clear annotation tool. Now I am just gonna teach you guys how to use another very important tool of this software, which is the shape tool. You guys can see over here this icon. This is the icon for the shape tool. So once you will click onto this icon, you can see here these are the shapes. But don't worry, these are not just the shapes. You can click onto these down arrows and you can see these all are the shapes which are provided to you guys with the help of this software. Now, let me just take this circle, the simple shape tool I am going to select. Okay, circle. Now, once I will draw the circle, you can see over here, there are color palettes which is here and one color palette is here which is inside. Now, the outside color palette are going to decide the shape of the boundary of the shape. For example, if I am choosing this color white as the outer boundary and I am using yellow as the inner color of the shape tool. For example, now once I will draw the circle, you can see the outer or the circumference of the circle is white, the outline is white and the inner color is yellow. You can change the inner color to, let us suppose blue you want to change. You want outer color to be red. So now you will draw the circle. It will be, outer color will be red and the inner color is blue. So the palette, the color palette that is shown you guys inside the toolbox is for the inner fill. Okay. Simply you can change the shape. Let me just take this. Okay. So you can choose any shape that you want. Most of the time we generally use these shapes before class. So when you are preparing your class, you want let us suppose a circuit diagram, or your maths class is going to be air, or you want to use the shape tool, or you want to make the figures and all. You can prepare your class in advance by using all these tools. During the class we generally require the line tool. Let us suppose something, the word welcome is written over here. You want to underline this word. So if you use the first line, this line can be drawn at any angle. You can see. Now you must be thinking that why this line is red, because we have selected the red color as the outline. Okay. You can change it to white. See, now the color is white. Now if I try to underline this word welcome, you can see that if I want a horizontal line, it is a bit of difficult for me to draw the exact horizontal line by using this line that can be drawn at any angle. For that we have this horizontal line. You will be able to draw the horizontal line with the help of this line tool. Okay. So what you need to do is, if you have written something over here, you want to underline it. So use this horizontal line to underline it rather than using this normal line. This is again the vertical line. Let us suppose you want to show the difference between two things and you want to be here. This is object A, this is object B, and there is the difference between these two. So what you are going to do is, you will be using this vertical line to show the difference. You can use both horizontal and vertical lines to make the tables as well. This is up to you, how many tools, how much you want to use these tools in your classes. But definitely these are gonna add a wow factor to your classes. Okay. So rather than just using pen tool by writing all the things, if you will use these tools to make the images, if you use these tools to make your lecture more interesting, you can do that. Okay. So I hope that's clear. There are other tools also that you can use inside this shape tool. So coming back, I hope that's clear that outer portion is for the outline and the inner color palette is for the fill of the shape. Okay, moving on to the next thing. You can see over here, this is the selection tool. Okay, this arrow that you can see, this is the selection tool. Now if you want to move, let us suppose this is a circle that is present over here. I want to move this circle somewhere else. I need selection tool. So once our selection tool is selected, I will click on this. Now you can see this can be moved. This can also be moved. But let us suppose I don't want to move these single objects. I want that this diamond and this circle, they both should move together. How can I make that happen? For that, I have selected the selection tool. I will just click on these two together. See, I have clicked on these two together. You can see here the options. So this is for grouping. Okay. Once I will click on this grouping, these two are grouped now. Now, if I just move one, the other will automatically move. Okay. So you can see these are moving together. Okay. Let me just click on to any letter of this word. So if you just click on the S, so only S is moving. Now if you want this entire word to move together, you need to group it. I hope the concept of grouping is now getting clear to you guys, that how you can group the letters, how you can group the images, how you can group the tools, how you can group the various shape tools that you have used over here, various shapes you can use over here. Okay, so this is all. Moving on to the next thing. So I have explained you guys that how you can use the fill tool. This T is for text. Let us suppose you want to, you don't want to use the pen tool, but you want some text to be there. Once you start your class, you are going to your class, you want the headings or something over there. So you can use this tool. Okay, so what you will be using is, you can type. You can type anything with the help of the keyboard, and you will see that whatsoever you will type, let me help you guys with that as well. Let me just write down C. You can use any font that you want for your class. You can change the color as well, so you can see. So whatsoever you are going to teach in the class, you can prepare your class accordingly. And this is the text tool I have told you. Now here you can see another tool. This tool is used for clearing all the things. I have told you about this tool, which is for annotation. So if you are clicking on this, all the things that I have written with the help of stylus, with the help of pen, is clear. Okay, let me just undo that. If you click on to this, all the objects which you have used, whether it's line, circle, all these things will be removed. Let me just undo that. Okay, if you click on this, you can see whether you want to clear. You want to clear annotations, you want to clear objects, you want to clear grid. So let me just say I want to clear grid. So grid is cleared. Okay, so with the help of this, you can see the options, that which part of the lecture you want to clear or which part of the board you want to clear. Moving on to the next thing, you must be seeing these pages over here. Once you will click on to that, you can see these are opened up. So right now in this flip chart, these basically sessions that we are making over here, these will be stored in the ActivInspire as flip charts. Right now you can see over here, there is just one page. What I can do is, I can make more pages. How I will be doing that? You can just click over here, or you can add new page as well, or you can copy paste it. So you can see now this flip chart contains two pages. One, both are same because I have just duplicate the page. You can duplicate also, you can copy paste as well. Now I have removed all the things. It's a blank page now. Okay, so this is clear to you guys. I have told you all the things. You can see down here these options. This is for upcoming page. So once you will click on to that, you will see the new page. Now this is a blank page. You again need to recreate the page as per your choice. Whatsoever the color you want over here, the background you want, you can change it. If you want to go to the previous page, just click on to this arrow. So this is for the previous page, this is for the upcoming page, or you can use a switcher as well, as I am using right now. So this is the first page, the second one, and upcoming pages will be like this. Okay, so you guys can see how we will be using this ActivInspire software. Now once you will use this software, more you will practice, the more things will become clear to you guys. There are more tools which are in over here. For example, you can see this. Let's suppose you want to go back to the desktop. You can click on to this. Once you will click on to this, you can move back onto the desktop. Now this icon is coming over here, just click on to that and go to the Active Inspire flip chart. So this will be used to go back to the desktop. Let us suppose you have a picture over here that you want to copy onto your flip chart. So you can go to the desktop, copy from there, and you can paste it here. Okay, so I hope these tools are clear to you guys. Try to practice as much as you can, because more time you will spend with the board, more things you will learn about the board, because it is really a challenge when you are teaching in the class. Shifting between the tools is what you need to practice. Okay, let us suppose you are using the pen tool and suddenly you want to shift to the another tool. You want to make a triangle. Now you want to switch to the other tool. So switching between the tools is what you need to practice. Writing clearly on the board is what you need to practice. So more you will practice, more you will learn about the board. Okay, so I hope this session will be helpful. If you have any queries and any doubts, you can please ask the person who is present over there to help you out. So thank you so much for joining in this session. Bye bye, take care.